Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome back to the AndParlay Podcast, presented to you by Basehead, sponsored by Wrong Way. I am your host, Michael Allen. What up, dude? Yeah. We back. And guess what? We back with my player partner, my brother from another, Shogun K's back in the building. What up, Shogun? You good?
Coolin', bro. What's up with you, man?
I can't complain, man. You know, keeping it, what they call it? Player.
Keeping it player, man.
Copacetic.
Oh, yeah. Pushing P.
Pushing P. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No D.
How you been, man? Your week been good? How's your week been?
Week been good, man.
Good.
Can't complain.
I can tell you out and about right now. Little Birdie told me you back in Annapolis, man. You done made it back to the crib.
Yeah. I'm here for a little bit, man. Handling some business, man. Back in the city. Love to be back home, man, and just smell the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't nothing like home, man. Ain't nothing like home. I got to make my way back to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Soon as possible. Soon as possible. Man, this week been kind of crazy for me, man. We got some good love on the last episode we did. People like the dynamic, man. So it was like, you know what? I got to get my brother back out here. You know what I mean?
Already.
Yeah. Easy. Now, look. You know how this goes, right? This is the only place where you can politic, pop shit, and parlay.
That's right.
So we got to get into this popping shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get right to it. That's what I'm here for.
All right. Look. It's like you want to be in good spirits, right? You want to be turned up, you want to be happy, but the news that we keep getting is like somber as hell, bro. Look, what's in the news right now is Lil Durk has been arrested. The charges are murder for hire. You already know this playbook, man. You know how I go. They about to try to hit him with the RICO, man. Have you heard about this?
Yeah. It's been all over social media. Yeah.
What have you been seeing on social media? Like, what's the temperature? What they saying out there?
I mean, from what I be seeing on most of the posts, some of the places like Say Cheese in the comments, people are saying that, you know, free Durk. Other people are saying like he dumb as hell, forget himself in a situation when he's already rich. So I'm kind of seeing it from both, you know what I mean? Both sides.
Yeah.
Both sides.
It's tough, man, when we constantly hear this free so-and-so, right? Now, listen, if my man is not guilty of any of these things that's, you know, he's been alleged, free Durk, right? I don't want to see any man incarcerated unjustly. I mean, I don't want to see any man incarcerated. And I think that's kind of the thought process that most people have, like, regardless of what you've done, we don't want to see you in jail, free so-and-so, free such and such. I think that temperature also is bad, right? Because some of these motherfuckers out here don't need to be on the street.
You can't save everybody. Yeah, that's facts. Some of them need to be in there. Yeah, no, that's facts.
Bruh, we just got to keep it all the way funky, right? Some of these people out here don't need to be on the streets. And I'm not saying that Durk is one of those people. I'm just saying the mentality that we say free so-and-such, such and such and so-and-so. It's one of them things where it's like, because I got a relationship with this person, okay, hold on. Let me put another pause on this because I want to be very clear because we got to be honest. We politicking, we popping shit. We gonna parlay, but we got to keep this shit real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are buddy, chummy with real live killers.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right? For sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are the coolest with the illest out of Nebraska. You know what I mean? Like some real live shooters, some real live hitters, some, you know, we've heard a lot of these guys referred to as demons, people on demon time. So we create these bonds with these people and it's like, well, they never wronged me. You know what I'm saying? I never had no issue with them, so free them. But if we honest, if we really honest, why you want a bunch of killers free?
Whose perspective we talking about?
Let's talk it. Let's kick it. Let's kick it.
What we looking from? If we looking from somebody that's running with these same boys, right? Let's say like you not the shooter, but you still dibbling and dabbling in the streets. You gonna always say free your shooter. You know what I'm saying? Because the ops is always gonna be present, so you can always want the shooter home. You know, but now if you like a law-abiding citizen, you feel me? You might be like, nah, keep his ass in there. You know what I mean? Hell nah, don't free him. He done shot 3 people. Free him for what? You know, so it's a crazy dual-sided coin, man.
Yeah, perspective is important. I guess from the perspective I was speaking about is more love from the civilian perspective. Because if we really real, because again, we keeping it real, a lot of these people not monsters out here. Like a lot of people not really goblins like they perpetrating the fraud online.
Yeah,
like
facts.
It's cool to say you like that, but we know you not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. A lot of
people living vicariously through the people who really like that.
Oh, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be from the same neighborhood.
Oh my God.
Don't be from the same neighborhood. Yeah.
All of a sudden you a goblin. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know, since we talking about dirt, it's some people who will be like, you know what I mean? I'm from the South Side, Chicago. I'm from such and such and such and such. Yeah, you from there. You're from there. But you wasn't outside. You wasn't on the porch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you went to school, you went to basketball practice, you came home.
Right.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Facts. Facts.
Right?
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But it's cool to act like you was in the mix.
Absolutely it is. Everybody want to be a part of something. You want to be a part of the cool thing.
You know what I mean? But to what extent? You know what I'm saying? Like it's looking like it's to our detriment. You know what I mean?
It is.
To our detriment.
It is. It's like, you know, conversations we've had before where we the people we look up to, you know what I'm saying, is sometimes the most diabolical people in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? The biggest kingpin, you know what I'm saying? The biggest hitman, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people that we see and we value. We put value to because that lifestyle is more attainable because it's right there in front of us.
Right. That's real. So look, they say, courtesy of Forbes magazine, Chicago rapper Lil Durk was arrested in Florida on Thursday on murder for hire charges following the arrest of 5 affiliated with Lil Durk's Only the Family, OTF. The collective. They were also charged with murder for hire in a plot that allegedly targeted the rapper Quando Rondo as a retaliation for the 2020 murder of rapper King Von. Just that by itself. Before we get into any more detail. Okay, what you think? What's your vibe?
You read that, bro. The first thing I'm going to say is these was not hitmen. You got 5 cats, you feel me? You sent on a mission and they shoot the wrong person. You get what I'm saying? Like you got 5 of them and you hit. I don't think Quando got shot at all in this whole thing. And he was in the car. I don't think he got hit at all. You hit up, the cousin took all the bullets, you know, rest in peace to his cousin. But I think his cousin, the one got hit up. And you said 5 people?
Yeah.
That's crazy work, man. That's crazy
5
work.
people.
That's the first thing I think of. These was young kids. Well, I don't know if they're young kids, but I'm just saying that these are probably young kids, bro, who just on go mode. Whatever that little bit of money you gave them, they ain't got the experience to get the job done. They're not real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not hitmen like that.
Right.
You just send them on dummy missions for real.
Yeah, and then for them to correlate and tie them in with OTF. So that's where the RICO charge gonna come. That's where the kingpin being the boss charge gonna come from. Soon as they can put it like these people are a part of your organization and they went to go do a job on your behalf, cook.
Cook. You know what? I gotta backtrack. Because I got to remember, they probably not hitmen because these also may be people who had a personal relationship with Vaughn. So it might have just been some get back, which is why 5 of them wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Why 5 of them was like, nah, I'm going too. I'm going too. You going? I'm going too. You know what I mean? So let me take that back. They may not have been hired hitmen. They probably were just cats from the set and they wanted that revenge.
Well, that's another part of this whole situation where there's been a lot of slide for Von. You know what I'm saying? You go in these comments to a lot of these posts way prior to this situation happening, and you see a bunch of people like, hey, what's up, Dirk? You ain't slide for Von. When you gonna slide for Von? So you got these people, again, you went to school, you went to basketball practice, and you came home, right? It's a lot of thumb thugs. It's a lot of Twitter trigger fingers on Twitter or X now. It's a lot of gangsters who are living vicariously through real gangsters who's putting pressure on gangsters to slide. So it's like, even when you want to get away from it, when you're caught in this situation right now where everybody's influenced by social media, right? Even the gangsters. I mean, we done seen so-called gangsters get online, argue, incriminate themselves, indict themselves, all for the sake of public perception, how it looks. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be cognizant that rappers are just as influenced. They can be influenced just as the people they are trying to influence. And these people are going, hey, man, when you going to slide for Von?
Man, yeah, that's a lot of pressure. Like you said, it's kind of crazy because what they say, pressure either going to burst pipes or make diamonds, right?
Facts.
And in Dirk case, you know, the pipes burst. He ran down on him and caught a body. You know what I'm saying? Now you look at Quando Rondo. I don't know if you saw what he put out, his response to that. Have you seen that?
No, what'd he say?
Quando's response was, he pretty much said, like, listen, man, he's in a space of forgiveness. That stuff happened in the past. He want to move forward. He don't want to keep all this beef, you know what I'm saying? And all this beefing in the streets, man. He want to just move forward. He pretty much said, we ain't get into this to be getting killed. We didn't make it out the hood to be getting into the music industry to be getting killed. You know what I'm saying? So he's on some, let's move forward, man. What happened, can't nobody change it, but we got to do better type vibe.
I wonder why.
What you I mean, I don't know, man. He been on his Muslim stuff real heavy too. So I already know what you about to say. So I don't know. It could be either or.
Salam alaikum, brother. Peace be unto you. I'm with you. I'm not, listen, let me say this. What he said is a grown man statement. I'm gonna salute that. I'm not trying to knock that. It feel convenient. I'm just being real. It feels very convenient. Don't know the brother. Again, salam alaikum. Right? Peace be upon him. I'm sending all positive energy your way. But it does feel convenient, especially since we know he has had to turn himself in recently. Right? He had a warrant out for his arrest on some, I think it was some drug stuff or something like that. Pardon me if I'm misquoting, but I know for a fact that he had a situation where he got to turn himself in.
Yeah, he faced some time, yeah.
Okay, so then we got this situation with Lil Durk. 5 people went to slide for Von. Dirk lost his brother and his cousin, right? All in this hoopla of things is going on. So these people going to slide for Vine and they sliding towards you. All of a sudden now it's like, well, we got to put that behind us. Well, wait a minute. That feels convenient because now we seeing, okay, and maybe I didn't say this before. Dirk got picked up by the feds.
So you know that mean they already got enough information and evidence, else they wouldn't even picked him up.
Come on, bruh.
What is it, 93%?
93% conviction rate.
Conviction rate? Yeah. That's crazy.
The feds.
Yeah.
Not the state.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that means so, the wiretaps and the whole nine.
Come on now. Somebody dropped it down.
Oh, for sure. Somebody
in the clique was like, you know what I mean? And then, so I'm, scrolling through the top, this is where we get all of our hard-hitting news. We get it from TikTok. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, Twitter, social media is the new publication. So I'm flipping through and Shorty say, she say that everything looks convenient from Dirk's way. She said Dirk Ben knew this was coming. She said you could tell by the way he was moving around in the city, how he was trying to disassociate himself from certain things. He just had the concert at the UC in Chicago. He put up over 100 people on the screen that passed away in the city from all these different beefs, right? Talking about we need to come together. Look at the timeline of how this stuff is happening. And then, boom, he get picked up by the feds.
So you trying to say
then we hear Quando Rondo
no
say again?
He was doing a Diddy, no Diddy.
I'm just saying.
Like how Diddy cleaned up the Brother Love image, you know what I'm saying? Right before all this stuff happened.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
And that ain't no disrespect to Dirk, because we seen him make more positive records, in the past couple years, trying to switch the thing up. I do personally believe he was trying to make a change. But when the streets got you, they got you.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Shorty also brought up, which was very, she mentioned Keith. She said CPD, Chicago Police Department, wanted Chief Keef so bad. Chief Keef had to get out of Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And she said that was one of the best things that ever happened for Keef, because now you out of harm's way. But when he leaves Chicago, what does that do?
When Keef leaves Chicago?
When Chief Keef leaves Chicago, what does that do in Chicago? It's a facetious question, but basically what it does is when the person who everybody's looking to as him leaves, then they give way for another person.
Yeah.
It's a void to
fill. They looking for the next Chief Keef, because he ain't there,
Right? Mm-hmm. So we got Dirk. At the time, we had Von, and you got other people in the city doing their thing. But these are the two main guys other than Chief Keef in the city, right? And what I mean by main guys, I don't know Chicago politics, so I'm not speaking from the standpoint that I know their politics. I'm speaking from the standpoint of a person who is not in Chicago, who goes on social media, who, is tapping into what's being said. These are the two names that's ringing out. Would you agree with that?
G Herbo as well too.
G Herbo.
Can't forget
G Herbo. For sure. Okay, so those are
that
three.
Style of drum boot, I probably would say Herbo, Dirk, and Von, really.
Right. Chief Keef, Herbo, Dirk, Von. That's what everybody nationwide, who's just a casual, you know what I'm saying? They gonna know those four names. So Keef lead the city, and now you got a void to fill. Herbo been laying low, right? But Dirk was trying to lay low, but then you had Von. And this ain't my words. This is what we seen from people in the city talk about Von, all different type of, commentary about Von. Everybody said he was 730.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
That's what they say, man. Allegedly.
That's what they say.
Allegedly.
Some people even go as far to call him a serial killer.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's wild.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that title for that young man.
that's a tough title, bro.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Especially because all the people are your people, allegedly. That he,
It's everybody in your city. Say, yo, Shorty, wow. You know how they talk in Chicago. Yeah, Shorty, wow. What's to you? You know what I'm saying? So you got Dirk trying to lay low, but his homeboy is a villain.
Right.
He's a villain that people happen to actually love, which is
that music is
confusing sometimes.
I ain't gonna hold you now. Vaughn was spitting now. I ain't gonna act like them tracks wasn't sliding.
Okay.
Okay. Act like he wasn't sliding, bro.
So then that's the exception. Then you could be a villain, you could be crazy, you could be a goon, as long as you make good music.
That is, in the world we live in, absolutely. I mean, come on, man. R. Kelly. You can be all these things and make great music and be good.
Hey,
That's just the nature of the beast. You know what I'm saying? He definitely can be.
Chocolate Factory is a good album, man.
Hey, man. It's a 12 play,
man.
Good
album. 12 play.
12, TP2. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a point there. Ain't no but. Cause I can't put a but in there because it's both existences behind the music are both heinous and horrific. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't think that that's tough, man. I think when it comes to Von, right, if he's getting a moniker and a label as a serial killer, that's to me that's very, very troubling.
Yeah, it is.
Not saying that R. Kelly's not troubling. I'm hitting the Heisman on Kels right now. Kels doing his time. They already booked him, so we're gonna move on to the topic at hand. I think the idolization of people that we can deem as serial killers says that we have serious problems.
Well, it goes deeper than our neighborhoods and our people. It goes into the structure of how we view drama. Not even in this country, in the world, man. Even the hero. Yeah. The hero, you want to see the hero of a movie kick some ass. You know what I'm saying? True. You don't just want him to not get his hands dirty. Nah, the hero got to kick some ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, like look at, what's old boy name? Jeffrey Dahmer. The stardom. The obsession. You know what I mean? Even before the show came out in real life, he was receiving, thousands of letters in jail. Same thing with Ted Bundy. All the women writing him letters, just infatuated with him. Like, we have a serious infatuation with these mindsets, man. Whether you're just infatuated because you're curious or whether you have some kind of attraction to it. I ain't talking no Diddy type stuff, but I'm just saying an attraction or to that style of killing, drama, just negative energy.
Yeah.
We just attracted to that thing like a damn moth to a flame.
What's wrong with us, bro? Why is that so attractive?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not expecting you to have the answers per se. I just think that it's something that we all need to review. You know what I'm saying? Me and you were having conversations offline about other things, right? And we talked about identifying traumas.
Yeah.
And how important it is to identify the trauma so that you know what to fix and how to move forward.
Thanks.
I think by and large, we really have to identify the traumas.
Yeah.
I don't think we've taken, as a collective, I don't think we've taken inventory. I think we've taken inventory existentially, meaning we look at everything outside of ourselves as what the reasons are. But at some point, you got to look within too. I had a conversation with my son today, and long story short, he got in trouble at school because he wasn't listening. But his excuse for why he wasn't listening was everybody else wasn't listening either. Mm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I said to him, I said, son, as a man, you have to be accountable for what you do. Thanks. And you cannot use what everybody else is doing around you as an excuse not to take accountability of yourself. I told him, I said, son, only you have control of you. Your controller doesn't work for everybody else's game. Play your game, control yourself, and don't let everybody else control you. Mm-hmm. Right? So no matter what they doing, no matter what they said, you need to have control of yourself. And when you lose control of yourself, take accountability for the control you lost, as opposed to saying, well, they did it too. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right.
So let's take that and correlate it back to us as a community. We know existentially what the problems are, but do we take inventory internally? Are we checking our traumas? Are we trying to look and see what's really going on with us?
Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a taboo thing in the community. You know what I'm saying? We don't go to psychologists, therapists. We don't do that type of shit for real. You know, people know you got Uncle Chester who touches on the kids, and it's never addressed. You know what I mean? It's just kind of brushed under the rug. People don't get the help they need. You know what I mean?
Uncle Chester need his ass whooped first and foremost. We ain't playing.
Facts.
You busting your mouth wide open, boy. No games played.
Facts. We too secretive in our community. And us being so secretive, stuff don't get exposed. You can't ever get to the root of what's going on in the household, right? Which affects us individually as we branch out into this world. So we just pretty much are letting people that are highly traumatized go out into the world, never get help on none of their issues, have their own kids, and repeat the process. You know what I'm saying? It just keeps going over and over.
Man.
Those generational curses, bro. And trauma is a big part of that.
Golly. Look, they say Lil Durk is being held and how the timeline, the sequence of events was. He was held in Broward County, Florida, Thursday. Apparently, he was trying to get us up out of here. He booked a ticket to Switzerland, another ticket to Dubai, and then he was going to Italy.
Not when the feds coming. Bruh. Not when the feds. It's too late when the feds coming.
Bruh. He tried to hit him with the illest audible. So he gonna buy the tickets for Switzerland and Dubai to try to throw him off the scent. Meanwhile, he trying to take a PJ to go to Italy.
Yeah, man. He had a better chance cutting his locks off and getting on a camel.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Riding on the camel with his locks cut off, bro.
Bro, this is the feds, bro. You think they're not watching?
Yeah, you definitely ain't flying up out of here.
You're not getting up out of here, dog.
Nah.
There's no way.
Nah.
No way, bro.
It's best out probably to jump the gate over there in Mexico. Be the only person running towards Mexico. You know
right.
That'd be the only thing you can do.
Man. They said the charges for the 5 guys include conspiracy to commit murder, resulting in the death by use of machine gun.
That's why they ain't hit the right person. That's it right there.
That's exactly why they ain't hit the right person.
Why. Man, them Dracos machine guns don't hit nothing it's supposed to hit, bro. If you ever shot one, you know.
Especially if you ain't got no range time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
These guys ain't going to the range.
Those machine guns, they're not made for accuracy. You know what I'm saying? They're not made for accuracy.
Yeah, bro. So let's see. They said that the 5 guys traveled to Los Angeles. The shooting killed Quando Rondo in his car, but the gunfire instead killed his cousin, known as Lil Pab. I ain't seen that spelling, L-U-L. That's a new way they doing the Lil.
Yeah,
Lil.
I've seen that in a while. Yeah, Lil.
Okay. I ain't seen that before. I feel bad for Dirk. I feel bad that homie couldn't make the transition, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
he trapped, right? To make it out to only get trapped, bro, is crazy. To make it out the trap to get trapped is crazy, bro.
Bruh, you sitting on top of the mountain, man.
Yeah,
you taking care of your family. I'm sure that he takes care of at least another 100 families. You know what I'm saying? People that work for him, work around him. So it's a lot of people who gonna be affected by this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think, shout out to the homie Wallow. I feel like almost every episode I'm shouting out Wallow, man. Shout out to the homie. But you know why? Because when you go sit down for 20 years and you come out and you're really trying to affect change, you're going to be effective. You're going to be infectious. So I really have a lot of admiration for Wallow.
Yeah, me too.
He was gone for 20 years and he came out and surpassed, for real, all of us.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
All of us. got to the bag. You know what I'm saying? But he did it in a way where he kept talking to us, kept motivating us, kept telling us about us, and he ain't left us. You know what I'm saying? So again, salute to Wallow. But I bring him up to say that even with giving the advice, you know, being the voice and talking to people, it's like they can't take it serious enough to be like, you know what? I'm cutting this person off. I'm cutting that person off. This ain't good for me. I got to move. I got to get out of the way. Because this new goal that I have is more important than trying to prove to everybody else that I'm still him.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's wild. It's wild to be caught in that. And it's continuous. It's continuous. A continuous cycle, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to fix it if they can't get out the environment. Like you said, they can't get away from that. Or even not even just the environment, the people you have to be around. Because when you come up out in the streets, man, the people you trust is the people in the streets. The people you want to watch your back is the people that genuinely got love for you, that's really going to ride for you. So that you don't leave them in the blue. You know what I'm saying? You leave them in the blue, now you can never come back to the neighborhood. Well, not the blue, leave them in the dust. You can never come back home. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Here's another question. Why is pushing peace not cool?
Makes you look soft, weak. And think about this, even that concept right there, you know, people often saw Martin Luther King's message weak compared to Malcolm X.
True.
You know?
True.
Taking the higher road is often seen as weak a lot of times. Because like I said before, you know, how we're just drawn to negative energy.
Yeah.
We just drawn to it. We'd rather see somebody slap the hell out of somebody than somebody say, you know what, I'm just going to ignore you. We'd rather see you slap the hell out of that person instead of you walk around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then when you do, everybody's like, yo, you crashed out. You know, similar to the conversation we having right now. I mean, shit, if we just keeping it all the way funky, we having a conversation that's saying, dog, you blew the bag, bro.
Yeah.
Long story short, you blew the bag. You put yourself in a position where they can even point a finger at you. And the feds, when they point, they know who they pointing at. They usually don't miss. You know what I'm saying? So we having this conversation right now like, hey, bruh, I hope that this don't stick. But we shouldn't be in a position where we have to say we hope it don't stick.
Right.
But is that... Man. I don't know, man.
They young, man, and it's hard to really. For us, we got hindsight, right? We got wisdom and experience in the hindsight now. You know, for them, they're kind of going through the moment. So I couldn't imagine how we'd have been that young and being rich like that, bro. Coming straight from the hood too. On top of that, coming straight out. Now we can look and be like, yeah, they shouldn't do X, Y, and Z. But back then, I don't know how much you could tell me, bro. Tell 19-year-old me I'm sitting on a couple $1 million, bro. And I got my niggas with me. Ain't much you gonna be able to tell us.
Hey.
You know?
I ain't have a couple million. I had some little change on me though. You know what I'm saying? I put some rims on it. I had some beat. You know what I'm saying? I was here, I was there. I was spending money. Bro, I was wasting. Woo. Dog. Yeah, if you'd have gave me $1 million at that time, it'd have been really bad.
Yeah, man. Just imagine.
It'd been bad. I don't know if I'd have had the goon. Well, no, I had the goons with me too.
You need it for protection, right? Because not everybody knows you got the money. You know, it's a target on your head.
Yeah.
You got to have them around.
We need the OGs to be around the YNs more.
Yeah.
But we also need the YNs to be more open to listening to the OGs.
Yeah.
And here's something I heard. What's the cat name? J1, Jada Kid's son. He's on the on a Joe Budden podcast. Salute to the Joe Budden podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about how the youngins don't want to listen to the old heads, especially if they got more money and clout than them.
Yeah, that makes sense. From their perspective, how are you gonna tell me when I got more than you?
Yeah, but your money don't quantify your wisdom because you a rich dummy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You are a rich crash test dummy.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your money, that's a whole other conversation for another time. We can get into that deeper thing too. How everybody's worth has become their bank account.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Not your self-worth, not your personal character. Value, not your character, right? It's how much money you got. So I can't listen to you if I got more money than you.
If you got more money than me, yeah.
Cool. Go ahead. Go ahead with your money. And we're going to be like, man, damn, I hope he can get out of this one. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Cause you lead with your money. Because your money is will make you the man, a man, wise. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's stupid, bro. You should not listen to OGs because you have more money and perceived clout. Because your money and your clout don't guarantee you wisdom, don't give you the life experience to see the left. You know what I'm saying? To see that left, to see that uppercut coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't tell a boxer how to weave. You can't tell him what, when you get ready to throw that punch, your hip, you know what I'm saying? Your foot position can tell me which way you about to throw that punch. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? But it takes training. It takes time. It takes wisdom for you to know that punch is coming like that.
Right.
But if you just bought your boxing gloves, if you got more money to buy bigger belts, then you may not want to listen to the trainer. You know what I'm saying, with the tattered sweatsuit on. Right.
I could buy a black belt.
You know what I'm saying?
I could buy a black belt now. That's right.
Yeah. So we gotta get away from that. Who got more money? That's who I listen to.
Yeah.
I always tell people this. You can get even a garbage can gets a steak.
I think Jay-Z said it first, but I feel you.
Oh, did Jay say it first?
Even a garbage can gets a steak.
From me.
You ain't even a garbage can. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
He might have said it. He might have
Guns N' Roses. Even a broken clock is right at least 2 times a day.
2 times a day. Yeah. But it's true. It's a true statement. Even garbage can gets a steak, bro. Yeah. And you can learn a lot from the guy at 7-Eleven or the guy at that Quick Trip who seemed like something wrong with him. He crazy. Nah, if you just listen to him for a little while, you might get, you know what I mean? Like you might get some real game, some real wisdom. You know what I mean?
It only costs you $1.
Only costs you, man, how much $1 costs? See, you bring up to my homeboy, man, Kung Fu Kitty, man. How much $1 costs, bruh?
Yeah.
So you ain't even know that. You know that's from that To Pimp a Butterfly, right?
Yeah, I remember you said it before.
Yeah, that's my joint, bro. Look, thoughts and prayers to Lil Durk, to OTF. If you innocent of this, bro, we want you to be free. Hopefully everything work out for you,
man. I want these young kids to live, man.
Yeah, to all you youngins out there, man, please.
I want you to spend your money, bro. Go see the world, live life, grow old, have children, grandchildren, man.
I'd rather you spend your money than spend the block.
Right, facts.
Big facts. All right, let's move on, man. So look, Ari Lennox, everyone's favorite R&B songstress to love and hate on.
The same damn time.
At the same damn time, she has recently posted that she is quitting social media. And, of course, a lot of people had something to say about it, like they always do. So she did this via a post on her page, and it reads as follow. Hey, I'm working on a plan to transition off of social media for good. I don't believe I'll ever mature and be happy as long as I have it. So my last day on social will be December 18th. My 2-year sobriety anniversary. I will be deleting Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok permanently. The fear of losing brand deals, music sales, will no longer keep me here. To all of my beautiful fans, I'm just not happy nor thriving here. I have a very toxic and codependent relationship on these apps. My happiness is worth more to me than using these platforms to promote. I truly believe I truly believe I can get creative with marketing elsewhere. I am so exhausted with my addiction to the internet and gossip and attention and validation and yearning to be in control and oversharing. I just want to be free and complete.
Wow. I ain't
She
mad
says,
at that.
right? Let me give you this last little bit. I would like to offer other spaces where you can find me, and that's YouTube/AriaLinux.com. I ain't going front like this has been cute. It hasn't. I love y'all so much. Please subscribe to my mailing list, my website, to remain updated on my 2025 album and tour. Also, my bad if my drama causes any distractions or insensitivity. As I'm aware of the constant horror going on in the world, I just need to give my sweeties a heads up. I'll be good, and I'm excited for this journey. I'm an extreme person, and I will forever be all or nothing with me, Aria.
I mean, I ain't mad at it. She used a lot of triggering words that just caught my ear, man. She said it was she had a toxic, codependent relationship with social media. She's one of the people you talk about when you see her being older and having more wisdom. These kids that go through unaliving themselves, right, because of the experience they have with social media. Whether the likes and comments don't add up, and they're constantly trying to fix themselves to please the billions upon billions of people that are on social media, and it just consumes their everyday life. They can't put up a picture without a filter. They can't go live without filters on. They can't post things if it's not in the algorithm. They just can't move and maneuver through life without the acceptance from social media. Her also being 2 years on a sobriety journey says that she's doing a lot of shadow work, like we talked about earlier. She's trying to get to the root. She knows she has a problem. She's identified a problem, and she's cutting that thing out like cancer. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. I think it's very self-aware. Like you talked about triggering words, about understanding that you have an addiction. You know, when she starts to get into her whole validation, my addiction to the internet and gossip and attention and validation and yearning to be in control and oversharing. This is something I say to my wife all the time. I say to people in my life all the time. We share way too much on social media. Yeah. Way too much. Man, my wife was out with the kids one time, and this lady walked up and said hi to my kids by name. And my wife like, yo, who is you? You know what I mean? Who is you? Oh, I follow you on Instagram.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
They watching. You know what I mean? They watching the posts. They watching the stories. They know where you at. They looking at your background. They looking at what you wearing. They're looking at what you driving. They're looking at what vacations you on. People is really your life. People go on social media and turn on the Shogun K channel. Oh, ain't nothing really going on there. Let me go to the Michael Allen channel. You know what I mean? It's like this is a show for them. You know what I'm saying? And you oversharing. Then the attention and validation piece, man, we see it all the time, man. Yeah. People don't feel whole and complete if ain't enough likes on that post, if ain't enough comments in that comment section. You know what I mean? You don't feel valid. You don't feel like what you don't feel like what you give in the world is valid because ain't enough people validated it for you.
Right. That's facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gossip. Bruh. The I call it the love and hip hop culture.
Oh man, come on, man.
I'm just keeping it 300, bro.
Don't keep it 300. Hip hop, man. They started out good.
Is it a tear down?
It started out good. Is it a tear down? Yeah, from this context, it is.
Why you say that?
Oh, because if you're saying that the love and hip hop, if you're gonna correlate the fact that how we view love and hip hop today is has a negative effect on how we're engaging in social media, that's messing us up, then yeah, the visuals of love and hip hop have created this fake reality that people are looking to achieve, and they're trying to live it out on social media, and they're being brainwashed into thinking that this is how life is and how life should be. Then yeah, you're pretty much saying that y'all responsible too.
So what I'm saying, I feel that what I'm saying is not that love and hip hop is a reason, that love and hip hop is one of the babies and one of the symptoms that you can look to see what's going on. I'm not knocking love and hip hop per se. Okay. I'm saying that we have a culture of, we love the drama. To me, drama fits right in the conversation of gossip. Right? What do you go on any one of the housewives shows for? What do you go on love and hip hop for? What are you getting out of it? It's entertainment first and foremost. So we're not knocking the entertainment factor, but what is most entertaining about these shows?
The drama.
Yeah. That's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to, just like how I made the correlation that when people go on when they go on Instagram, they flip on the Shogun K channel. Now let me go to the Michael Allen channel. Let me go to the so-and-so channel. I'm saying that the thought process that surrounds these type of shows is pertinent in our real life interaction. The fact that we can do abbreviation IRL, you know what that's for, right?
In real life.
Like what?
In real
Everything
life.
is real life. We've got so accustomed to social media that we got to put hashtag IRL.
Yeah, let's know it's really real.
What? Like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think about when I say, the love and hip hop culture, I'm just saying that people want to tune into the drama. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the most interesting thing on social media right now. If you got drama and some funny memes, I'm scrolling all day.
And some big booties.
And big booties.
Gotta have that on social media.
Can't forget the yams.
Yeah, you gotta have a yamathon.
Can we get to the yams? Can't forget the yams.
Yeah.
Can't forget the yams.
Got to.
Cannot forget the yams. So yams, fights, funny memes.
Yeah.
That's the bane of the existence of social media for our culture. I can't speak to other cultures. I don't know what they do. You know what I'm saying? I know one time I was on a plane though, and I happened to we was on Delta. You know what I'm saying? Big Delta. So I'm flipping through my joint, right? And a young white boy was sitting, to the left of me. He on the other side of the aisle. He happened to flip open his Instagram. Our Instagrams look totally different, bro. It looked totally different. The For You page, I'm talking about the For You page, was completely different, dog.
What did his look like?
His looked like it looked like fun times. Looked like everybody was happy. You know what I'm saying? Like it might have been some dancing, but wasn't quite the same. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It wasn't a whole bunch of like big booties. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But when you went to my For You, it was cars, hoes, cars, big booties, because I don't want to, because you got a big booty, that don't make you know how, so I ain't trying to say
correct.
that.
Politically correct.
No, just, I'm gonna keep it 3,000. Just because you got yams don't mean you. You know what I'm saying?
No, facts,
so I ain't trying to say it like that. I'm saying that the For You page looked like a music video. And many different clips and scenes from a music video. Now I know what I search when I check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, something just dropped.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Okay. Now I know what I search when I go on Instagram, and I'm not searching for yams. That ain't my search, but it get marketed to me. You know what I'm saying? I might look for cars. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like them Porsches. You know what I'm saying? I like the Alphas. I like, you know what I mean? I like fast stuff. I look for music. I'm into art. I'm into textiles. I'm into fashion. These are the things that I search when I go on there.
Right.
Oh, cameras, me being a photographer. That stuff shows up, but it's in a cluster of other stuff that it feels like the algorithm wants me to pay attention to.
Yeah.
When I saw his, it don't seem like he got the same, you know what I'm saying? The same rundown.
The way the algorithm works on Instagram seems like it's different from YouTube.
Yeah.
Because for sure, I get the same thing on my For You page. Like I don't go looking for booty. Yeah. It's just there.
It's just there.
I don't know if it's going off of race, demographic, maybe music you put on there. I don't know what it's all compiling up to determine that I want to see this. I don't know if it's maybe because people on your friends list, if the type of pictures that the women take on your friends list, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it incorporates all that.
I think it does matter who you following and what they look to as well.
My friends list following,
yeah. Who you're following and what they look to as well. But I do think that the algorithm is racially skewed. I do think it is. I think that they send certain things to black kids, black boys and girls differently than they do other races.
I mean,
unless that race of person is really into what is prominent in our culture, I see them automatically targeting us to send us these things.
We got to test that one day. You have to make some Instagram accounts just with no personal pictures on there, right?
Right.
And see what it recommends to it. You know what I'm saying? See what it recommends to it.
Yeah, we got to do a podcast about that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
So with this Ari thing, here's the next question. I personally believe that we should, but do you think artists in general are going to take the cue or start taking the cue from stuff like this and realizing that they can disconnect from social media, that it's time to reevaluate our relationship with social media, right? I myself don't spend a bunch of time on social media, but I find myself spending more time on YouTube. For example, if I'm sitting down in downtime, I'm going to pull up a YouTube video before anything else, before I grab my phone. Spend a nice little bit of time on TikTok, but I don't spend a bunch of time on Instagram. I don't spend a bunch of time on Facebook. I don't spend a bunch of time on X. Not that I don't dibble and dabble, but that's not where I spend the majority of my time. Me, myself, as an artist, I prefer releasing music on my website much more than I prefer releasing it on streaming. You know, even if I get 10, 20 people to pay, you know, $5 for a project, $10 for a project, when you add up that money and you compare it to what it would take, how many streams it would take to make that $200, $300, $400, $500, bruh, I'd much rather deal one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Onesies, twosies. Let me get a couple dollars from you, $5 from you, $10 from here, and then I'm creating a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Even creating this podcast is more of me controlling the narrative of what I talk about and how I connect to people, supposed to being subservient to the algorithm.
Right.
So I think that more creatives, more creative professionals and artists, I think, for me personally, I think that we need to start moving away from social media and get our value back. Not just social media, but streaming as well. What say you?
That's going to be a hard one to pull. On the first side of it, the children are our future, right? and they're raised with it in hand, man. They're raised with the social media. They don't really, especially the younger ones, they're not going to know life before social media. So it's going to be cutting them at the knees to try to get them to understand that they don't need social media. You know what I'm saying? That's like, imagine them telling us as kids, they did try it actually. Hey, don't play video games a lot. Video games is good for you. You know what I'm saying? You remember our reaction to that. Man, we still here. 30 plus years later. You know what I mean? Still playing video games. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they're not disconnected from that, man. Now, with artists, not even the bittersweet thing. The sweet thing on her side is that she's getting some help. This is going to be good for her in the long run. The bad side for independent artists is that independent artists have found this to be a tool in which they can make money outside of the labels by socially connecting with their fans and interacting at a faster pace, right? Where you can go outside the labels and you don't need the labels if you can create enough buzz on social media for that direct one-to-one contact like you were talking about. So now you got people who can't get the record deal, right? They're not just going to throw away social media because that's their bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? And they've also been led to believe that you have to overshare. You know what I'm saying? That you have to tell everything that's going on in your personal life. They want to know what you ate, where you went, who you're dating, who you're talking to, who you slept with, who you didn't sleep with. You know what I'm saying? What kind of car you drive, how much money in your bank account, what kind of shoes you got on, how many kids do you have? You know what I mean? They want to know everything. And I think the kids are being led to share that because they feel like if they don't do it, they're not going to be able to connect to the audience to get what their end goal is, which is to be lit, to be on. So to take that away from them, that's going to be a hard pill to swallow, man. No diddy. That's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I don't see it happening because as we keep going, like think about this. We're going to a point now. We're going to neurolinking. we just want to keep going further and further into the connections and how we socialize with people. Now you don't have to use the phone. You could have your Neuralink on it. You could just not even say the words out loud and you can think it. It will transmit the signal over there. You know what I'm saying? And we just keep digging deeper and deeper into technology. And social media is like it's like a bridge for it all. It's like the web, the spider web. It really does bridge everything together. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to think it was a good thing. Like, man, maybe one day you'll be able to play with kids on a video game all around the world. You can now. For sure, you can now.
But then they screwed it up because they made it dope where we can play with people all around the world. But now me and you can't sit in the room and play together. Man, you gotta have a PlayStation. I gotta have a PlayStation.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think you make a valid point about the interweb, the interweaving of everything, and social media being, part of that that thread.
Yeah.
I think that we need to understand that we need to stop allowing the algorithm to dictate to us, and we dictate to the algorithm.
Right.
Meaning that we don't have to continuously feed it everything. We can give it what we want. That's why I said, I'm not saying I'm not on social media. I'm saying I'm on social media sparingly. Mm-hmm. I give it what I need to give it, and then I get out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I find myself scrolling for too long, I get mad at myself. Yo, man, bro, go do something.
Right.
You could be doing something else.
That's facts. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could be building something. Yeah, dog, I get pissed, bro. I be like, yo, man, I'm tripping right now. Mm-hmm. I done spent an hour, 2 hours sitting here. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to constantly, the longer that we're on social media, that's watch time. Mm-hmm. The more watch time or active time on social media, they take that to the advertisers and they say, look, we're keeping eyes on our platform for this long, and we're doing it in this number, and then they get the money.
Yeah, and break you off a crumb.
And you get a micro crumb. I mean, you look at Instagram. Instagram used to pay for reels. Now they ain't even paying for reels.
Nope.
So really, the currency, the most valuable currency, is the attention. Mm-hmm. And you're giving money away for free.
Yeah.
That's the part that we need to translate to everybody, to the youth, to everybody. Your most valuable currency is your time.
Yeah. Yep.
And your attention. And you're giving it away for free. And then you're being dictated to. Yeah, I mean, I know you got 10,000 followers. But when you drop this post, we only gonna allow about 100 followers to see it.
Right. Crazy.
If you want your full 10,000 to see it, well, how about you pay us for some ads? Or if you don't want to pay for no ads, you got to post 3 times a day, 5 times a week. So now you're indebted to social media.
Yep.
Now your whole existence is making sure you post, making sure you comment, making sure you like, making sure.
Yeah.
Just to get more of the crumbs. Meanwhile, we looking at Ari Lennox. You're feeling invalidated. You know, everybody can't handle the pressure of the comments. They can't handle the pressure of not getting enough likes. They're trapped in the gossip. They're seeking validation. They're yearning for more attention. So all the while you're working for this machine, the machine is convoluting your self-awareness.
Right.
I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it.
Nah. What is that documentary called? The Social Dilemma? The Social Dilemma. That's what it's called. I think every parent needs to sit down with their kids and watch that. That Social Dilemma. It's made, the people that made that documentary, it's like a documentary / movie. It's not even a series because it's a movie / documentary. But it's made by people who used to work at social media platforms. And it talks about how they first had a vision for the algorithm, how things were supposed to work versus where it was going and why they quit because they saw the direction things were going in. And it's not for the benefit of the people. So they put this together to show you how important it is to pay attention and how much of your time you're spending on these apps like you're talking about, and what it's doing to them, what it's doing to the kids, and how it affects them on a day-to-day basis. You know, when you have kids who are literally, matter of fact, just last week, it was a story that came out that said that AI convinced the kid to unalive himself. Did you see that?
I just heard that. Bro.
AI, artificial intelligence, convinced the kid to unalive himself.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Well, wait a minute. From what I understand, the kid was saying that he wanted to unalive himself, and AI was actually saying, "Don't do that. I would miss you," or something like that. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I only saw the headlines. I just thought that was crazy. I haven't dug deep into the story. I only saw the headlines, and maybe I'm getting clickbaited.
Okay, it's a real story because the parents plan on suing the AI company. But from what I heard about the transcript when it was read back, that AI was trying to tell the kid not to do something to itself, but the kid had such a strange attachment to AI. The parents took the access to the app from the kid. The kid started to try to, freak out because it was the kid's only friend.
Oh, so that was a reaction thing. Okay.
Yeah, the kid wanted to constantly, talk to AI. Yeah. The parents, when they took the device, was trying to get the kid into therapy. But they weren't successul.
Wow. Yeah. That's sad too. He's 14 years old. That's sad, man. Very sad.
Right, it's crazy. It's crazy. Years back, people were clowning people who were having social anxiety, going into depression because of the comment section. And it was like, well, just cut the comment section off. I still believe that. Just cut the comment section off. But to your point, these kids, this is extension of them now. It's hard for them to just cut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I salute Ari Lennox. I think more artists should be as self-aware, and I think we need to take our control back. And it's wild that creating your own website is so far from people's minds these days, bro.
And well,
that's the only piece of real estate you own.
Putting in the work is so far from the mind. You know what I'm saying? People want the easiest way to get stuff done.
God,
easiest way.
Yeah. Convenience is a silent killer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Anyway, salute to Aria Lennox. I support your decision 100,000%. We're gonna be looking forward to that new album. Mm-hmm. You know, big salute to you. Something a little lighter.
All right.
You hip to Damani?
Yeah, T.I. son.
Damani, T.I. son.
Yeah.
Dude has become a phenomenal spitter.
He fire.
Fire. Big fire.
Mm-hmm.
He was asked if he was better than his dad. If he's better than T.I. Let's take a listen to this real quick.
All right, so tell me, do you think you're a better rapper than your dad?
No.
Wow. So at the age you are now, you think that he would still be able to out-rap you? You're 23, right? So at 23, he would be the better rapper out of y'all two.
Yeah, and the reason I say that is because he don't need no vibe. You know what I'm saying? He's a machine, and he just go. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be tired. He really, you know how when people say somebody make it look easy?
Yeah.
That's him.
Wow.
He don't need no vibe. It don't matter.
Okay, so then that means you need a vibe. So how do you set your vibe before you're about to lay down a track?
It's really just I gotta figure out what I want to talk about. I'm a story. I love a good story, and I like to say something that's really saying something.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of that, wrapping my mind around that. What's going on today? How do I feel today? He don't think about none of that. You know what I'm saying? He can, and he has. We seen.
Bruh, I want to salute Damani for this response, man. I think it's great self-awareness for him to understand that his dad is him. Yeah. You know, him talking, because they asked him about, you know, when you're 23 now, how do you compare to your dad at 23? He's like, my dad don't need no vibe, bro. My dad, it don't matter what the subject is, he ready at all times.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the differential right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of these cats now, they need a vibe.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even he starts to talk about what kind of vibe he need. You know what I'm saying? Where the spitters, you know, yesterday, I mean, by and large, they ain't really need no vibe, bro.
Nah. The beat was the vibe.
The beat was the vibe.
The beat was the vibe for sure.
The beat was the vibe. I think I salute him for his answer, because a lot of cats in his age range wouldn't have said that.
Mm.
They wouldn't have said that. It's a lot of cats who feel like I am legend already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I dropped one song, I dropped one CD, I dropped a couple mixtapes. I got, you know, people jacking me. I might get 10K for a show, whatever. I'm getting 20 bands, 50 bands for a show. I'm him. I'm better than all y'all. Right. Which is cool to a degree, because the vibrato of hip hop is that. Mm-hmm. But we also got to kind of be like real too. Like, you ain't put up enough points on the board to go, I am legend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool for you to do it 1 year, 2 year. You might even have a good 4-year run. We're talking about T.I., who been in the game, what? He had 20 years now?
Man, he had more than 20 years.
More than 20 years.
I mean, if you just go off of trap music, they're probably around like 20 years, but he was putting out music before then.
20 plus years, bro. At the top of his game.
Yeah.
How could you even compare yourself?
Right, exactly.
Your reign on top be short like leprechauns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's facts.
I think it's something to be said about that longevity. I think that goes back of that conversation that we were had about YNs feeling like they don't have to respect old heads because they ain't getting money like them.
Yeah.
The time. It's that time. You know what I'm saying? How much work you done put in. And not only if you've won, how many times have you won over time?
Right. Yeah. That's like the biggest thing with LeBron, man. It's the difference between you saying you've been in the league 4 years and you averaging 20 points versus hitting over 40,000 career points.
Facts.
You know?
Shout out to LeBron, by the way. I'm glad we stumbled upon that.
Yeah.
Shout out to LeBron and Bronny Jr. I think they're the 4th father-son duo in NBA history.
Are they the 4th?
The 4th one to play.
I think they're the first to play on the same team, right?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I thought they were the first for something like that.
It might be the first to play on the same team, but they're 4th father-son duo in NBA history to actually play in the game.
I think they're the first to play at the same time, though.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, that's a big deal. Some people were a little, perturbed and talked about the nepotism of it all. But listen, man, other cultures get to practice nepotism with no issue. Man, listen, if I can put my son on, I'm putting my son on. Period. What are we talking about? If I put my daughter on, I'm putting my daughter on. What are we talking about? Period. Look, what that reminds you of, Dame Dash on Breakfast Club. Can you get your son a job right now? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Envy was tight. He was too. He was. Because you're not a boss. Boss. Now, I don't want to hear that. You're not a boss. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was making good points though, man. That's a fact. You get 20 years to a company. That's a great point. Are you a boss if I can't be like, yo, my son need a job? And they tell you no? Like, huh? Saying. Yeah, that's a point, man. Good point. No, that's real. It's real, bro. Like, you just got to deal with that. That's just so. LeBron pulled an ultimate boss move, and I'm not mad at him for it. Whether Bronny can live up to the hype or not, that's yet to be seen. A couple of my partners was like, man, he ain't good enough to even be on the Lakers, XYZ. I don't care. I don't care if he's good enough. I think if we're in a position to make power moves like that, that's what we do it for. Mm-hmm. I'm put my son in position. Absolutely. Now, I don't think Bronny's gonna stay there though. I think they're already talking about him going to the G League because I don't think he's ready either. Yeah, I don't think he's ready either. But that's not a bad. That's not a bad thing though. It's not a bad thing. Nah, I don't think it's bad. No. I think it's dope that his dad got him in the door. Now it's on him to keep it cracked open. I even commend Bronny for coming back after the heart failure thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I thought he was done when that happened to him. Like, he's done. He's never playing sports again. And the courage it took to even come back and want to do that. Because bro, if your heart stopped, I feel like the last thing I want to do is play basketball. Facts. The last thing I don't want to walk up the stairs. Somebody carry me. Facts. I don't want to overwork my heart at all. It just stopped on me. You feel me? Yeah. Like, so for him to get back out there and really go, Diddy balls to the wall with it, man. Respect. Yeah. That's a scary thing, man. To flatline and then to come back to the same thing that you were doing when you flatline, like. Yeah. Yeah, he's shown great resilience. He's putting the work in. I saw a little footage of him playing in, I think it was like the D League or whatever that league is before he actually came to the Lakers. He had a couple bad games. Then you could always kind of see the improvement. You know what I mean? He was definitely trying to push for it. You got LeBron on the bench telling him, hey, man, just play, just have fun. Because he was talking about, you see the pace? Mm-hmm. And Bronny like, yeah, I see it. It's a whole different thing when you get in there with them pros who really been doing it for a long time. But I salute Bronny, man, for getting out there and putting forth the effort. I don't think it's fair if we hold him to the standard of his dad because he's not his dad. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with him not being his dad. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if he's himself. You know what I mean? So, all right, man. Time for the next topic. Now, look, for the past couple podcasts, we've been dibbling and dabbling in this thing, and I've been trying my best. We did a little bit on last podcast talking about it, but I've been trying my best to stay out of the political sector. Mm-hmm. But it's like this thing is so performative, man. It's like we got to talk about it. We have to talk about it. My question is, what has politics become? To me, it has become the battle of the influencers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the more celebrity that you can add to your campaign, it seems like that becomes the differential in the voting scheme. At least that's what's presented. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, huh?
I was gonna say, yeah, I agree with that because I'll bring up a point later. Go ahead.
Got you. So, the reason why I bring this up is because the battle of the influencers has now expanded to the Beehive. Kamala Harris had a rally in Houston, and of course, you know, she had to bring out none other than the Beyonce. Beyonce hit the stage. I seen tweets. I've seen Instagram posts. People like, that's it. She got my vote. Queen B said it.
Wow.
So, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then it gets the rabbit hole gets much deeper. Then Trump goes on Joe Rogan. None other than for a sit down, 3 hours.
Ooh, I gotta watch that.
3 hours talking, man. 3 hours. Now you better be careful. People hear you say that you gotta watch that. You know, all of a sudden, you got a whole litany of people.
Yeah. Well,
You can't even say that you're going.
I like Joe Rogan. I know Joe Rogan's gonna ask the tough questions. You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna ask. He's not gonna hold back. So
right.
I definitely want to see that.
He's a really good interviewer. Yeah. I think that's an opportunity for us to see into the soul of the man because Joe Rogan, he's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's talked with a lot of different people, so he's well versed in a whole litany of subjects. Right. And he's a straight shooter too. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So it's a good opportunity for Trump to expose himself. Good, bad, indifferent. He can expose himself. So Beyonce hits the stage with Kamala Harris, and one of the things she said, let me find this statement that she made, because she did a nice speech where she she got into it. To paraphrase her, one of the things that she mentioned while she was on stage is she said that she's not there as a celebrity. She says, I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother. A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in. A world where we have the freedom and control of our bodies. A world where we're not divided. We are all part of something much bigger. We must vote. We need you. So let's do this. End quote from Queen B.
Wow.
What you think, bro?
First of all, it's the same tactic Obama used, right?
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's all over again.
Yeah.
You can't come up on as a celebrity and say you're not here as a celebrity. You are at the level where you cannot separate the two. They are one and the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And she understands that it's from a branding purpose. There's certain things you can't do because of your brand. You're not allowed to separate your personal from who you are as an artist no more because you're too big. This is a battle of the influences, like you said. I knew something was up, what was it, a while ago when The Rock came out for the Democratic Party. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He don't never speak about politics. When I seen him come on board, I'm like, yeah, they want to utilize that 200 million Instagram followers he got. You know what I mean? So it's definitely always been about the bag. And in the past, it was probably who could spend more money on the media dirt, right? Buy out as much advertisements, commercials, newspapers, magazines, all that kind of stuff. And now, like you said, it's mushing towards the influencer status. How can we get the kids to vote for us? We'll get their favorite celebrities on our team and they'll follow them. So crazy.
Yep. Long as you got the right influencers behind you, it's looking like that's all that's needed to sway votes. I think that it should be more about policy. And if you align with the policy, if you do, cool. If you don't, cool. But that's what it should be about, because that's going to be the differential to feed into, for example, her speech about being a mother who's concerned about our children and all of our children who can live in a world that's not divided. In order to properly do that, we all have to be placing the policies and the things that greatly affect us most as the priority, not the celebrity that's endorsing the person.
Facts.
And we don't have to stay here too long. We can get off this real quick, but nah, I ain't gonna go there because I don't really want. Okay. I don't want the beehive. I don't want the beehive coming after me, because I can say this as a general statement, but people tend to only hear what they want to hear. What I will say is, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, left, right, or center, I don't know if it's advantageous for us to allow people to Geppetto. To play Geppetto. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, let's go back to the policy. You know what I'm saying? So,
and, also, side note, don't know if you saw this, but Kamala Harris has an interview with Shay on Club Shay coming out.
You lying?
Nah, I saw that too earlier today. I think it comes out tomorrow.
She got it.
Wow. She on there with Shannon Sharp. So I'm gonna watch both. I want to see what Trump got to say on Rogan. I want to see what Kamala got to say with Club Shay. You know?
Yeah.
I want to see both. Yeah, I want to listen.
Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah. I'm interested in both.
Yeah.
I think getting to know the person is important. You know?
Yeah.
Because it will give us a great insight as to whether the policy is genuine or if it's a placation from either person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So the battle continues. November 5th is coming soon. Hey, y'all know what to do. Yeah. Look, you know we got this part of the show called Take Two. Take Two is an opportunity for me to scour the internet, find the dopest takes, whether good or bad, and give our opinion on them. So this week's take comes from the mighty land of TikTok, and it is a girl by the name of Imani. Let me get her proper name.
A lot of y'all are some people.
Hold on. Imani Nicole.
Yeah.
This is a vibe. Check this out. Hold on. Let's make sure we cooking. All right, here we go.
A lot of y'all are some people's walking mood boards, and they will never tell you. They won't say anything. They will just silently emulate. And I'm telling you, if you needed a reminder to pop your shit, this is your reminder. You are some people's Pinterest. You are some people's inspo. You are the aesthetic to some people, but they won't tell you that. Just keep doing what you're doing, because they're watching, and they're going to have it on the next day, and the next day, and the next day. A lot of y'all are some people's walking mood board.
Hey, for those who didn't hear it, she said, a lot of y'all are some people's walking mood board. She said that you are someone's Pinterest. People are watching you. They're watching what you do. And the next day, if you got it on, they're going to have that shit on. If you doing it, they're going to be doing that shit.
Yeah.
People, I think this is a powerful take because people are always watching.
Right.
Whether they say something to you or not, whether they champion you or not, whether they like, post, comment, trust me, they're always watching. Some people are watching to see you succeed. Most people are watching to see you fail. What you think, bro?
Oh, I agree 100%. Especially on the part when she's talking about the ones that don't say nothing. Because people will not like, comment on your material, you share your stuff. But then when you see them, they're like, yeah, I saw the video you did. For real? I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell.
Boy, I hate that. Yeah, I see you do your thing, baby boy. Yeah, I see you out there. You ain't say shit.
Nothing. I'd took a thumbs down if it was possible. At least it was some kind of interaction. Cool. Let me know you ain't like it.
What the old people say, you ain't say cat, dog, bear, hide, shit.
Nothing, bro.
Nothing. Man. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that you're a walking mood board. You're a whole vibe. People love what you do. Yeah. They're trying to figure out why you're doing what you're doing. Just keep on doing what you're doing, man.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Keep throwing the paint on the wall.
Period.
Eventually
this week's put on. Facts. This week's put on. I'm going to make this real easy, K. Okay. You ain't even got to say nothing. I got this one.
Okay. All right.
This week's put on. I want to put you on to myself and Shogun K.
There it is.
Make sure you head over to Shogun K's YouTube page.
That's right.
Full of really dope reactions. Go over to his TikTok. Make sure you hit the links in the description so you can check out and see everything that he has going on, because it's well worth your time. You will be entertained. You will be enlightened. Consider yourself put on.
There you go.
For myself, hit the description. When you go into the description, you will be able to go to michaelallen.com. You'll be able to go to my YouTube page for music. You'll be able to go to my Instagram, my TikTok. Listen, I'm multifaceted. I do it all. Consider yourself put on. What you think, Kay? That's a good one?
That's a good one. That's a great one. Yeah.
That's it, man. You know, I had to do it. You know, some people consider it a shameless plug, but hey, listen, man, if you don't promote you, ain't nobody else gonna promote you.
That's facts.
Nobody else gonna do it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, already.
Listen, this has been another great episode of AndParlay, presented to you by Basshead, sponsored by Wrong Way. I have been your host, Michael Allen, with my co-host, Shogun K. This is the only place where you can politic, pop shit, and parlay. I can't wait to see you back here next time, man.
That's right.
Let's get to it.
Get to it.